What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the stream. Hopefully you're all doing well. What's up, Ronnie? Good to see you. And Criticom is a dirty word around here in the fighting game community. Oh, it's good to be back. So, I've been alluding to it for a while, been putting it off. Today is finally the day to do it. We're going to go through the Street Fighter 3 series. We're going to start off Street Fighter 3, or as the marquee said, 3. It was really bizarre. Street Fighter 3 Second Impact, and then Strike. Arguably the best of the series, and then maybe get some Fightcade matches in as well. Thinking might also want to try to tackle the wonderfully infamous Street Fighter, the movie, the arcade game. Now it's gaining more traction. I tried it through Fightcade, and it's got some kind of weird sound bug with it still, so I might have to fire up MAME in order to play that one. But I got my fight sticks up. I've actually gotten everything properly configured, so I have to stop and do it on stream. So let's jump into it. Try to give you what history I can. Originally, I was thinking about trying to do these on the Dreamcast instead. And I was having a hell of a hard time just trying to get it to properly configure up right. Like, I got null DC to work, and if you resize the window to a certain limit, it just crashes the system. It's like, okay, well, that's kind of weird. So it looks like we're going to do an arcade mode. Let's get this over. Street Fighter 3. The new generation. Why was it called New Generation? Quite simply, they were going to replace every single person. No Ken, no Ryu, nothing. And then people found out, and they were upset. Rightfully so, so that, oh crap, we better put Ken and Ryu back into it. And it's really interesting too, is like to go through and play these games after you play Third Strike for so long, you see like how everything has changed throughout the series. It's really bizarre. Like, for example, this game, 8 characters total, only 6, you know, actually I think you fight 5 of them, and Gil's the last one is 6. There's no dashing. Throw doesn't have a regular button, it's still up close and a punch kick button. Pairing is introduced, but it's really slow. Specials like that you can see also warping into like an alternate dimension type deal, so it gets all over the place. I also have the RTX turned on tonight, so hopefully that's going to work right and you're not going to hear button presses. There we go, looks like I'm working now, so let's get this up. Yeah! So it's funny, I actually taught my brother how to play this game in the arcade. Nobody was around it. We were there for probably about an hour, and I taught him how to play Ibuki, who turns out to be one of the most busted characters of all time in the series. Yeah, so Yun and Yang, let me pause it here, are really interesting. In Second Impact, they separated them out, but in this game, they're both the same character, they're just palette swapped. So if you want Yun, you use punch. If you want Yang, you press kick, and you get him instead. They both share the exact same move, so it wasn't until Second Impact that they got split up. Now let's do Dudley. So normally I use my Xbox 360 stick, but tonight I decided to use the PlayStation 3 Fight Stick Pro. It's a little bit wider. Another thing I just want to point out, because I'm going to keep doing this all night here, is like the backgrounds in these games are amazing. Second Impact is my favorite ones for all the backgrounds. Third Strike just sucks. It's like they gave up on it. They're like, we're going to make all these big humongous changes to the game, but we don't care about the music or the soundtrack anymore or the backgrounds. So in order to pull off a parry, you just need to press forward just as it's going to hit you. And you can negate any type of damage. Yes, there's... Oh, there's a dash with them. I thought there wasn't a dash in this game. That dash didn't come around until Second Impact. The sun exploded! This game just feels like really slow by comparison, like, to what happened in Third Strike. Scene transitions, alright! See if I can link it into this. Nope. Get out of the corner, get out of my way. Nope, can't link it into that. Trying to link it into a special. Nope. Also, end screens, like, this was also taken out of Third Strike. Why? I mean, you always had these screens ever since Street Fighter 1, where when you, like, it showed the results of your beatdown against the other opponent. This was like the most graphic ones you could get. I know that the Japanese version, when Second Impact came around, Akuma was like just spitting out like chunks of blood. It was like, they're like, the American version, we gotta turn that to green. What? Alex, he was supposed to be the new main character of this game. Didn't quite turn out. Turned out to be kind of lame. Nope. Really? And like Second Impact, they changed Alex's like voice to sound like Michael Jackson. It was really bizarre. So work on throws. Good. Pick a different character. You lose. Yeah, Alex supposed to be like the main character of the story now, and he didn't really have a story. It was a kind of a disaster of a game. Hey, Twallis. Yes, Shaq Fu is always a disaster too, but not really the halls of great things. I think it was Hushin Show. I think this is the one where they eventually took it out of the game. Just couldn't figure out how to stop it breaking the game. If I mentioned someone sound like Michael Jackson character in Toshin 3's model after him, that's awesome. Elena, look at all those animation frames. They're beautiful. Ten count? That's an unusual aim. Oh god, the bridge is gonna fall! Shoddy construction! Round 2. Fight. See, I think it's backwards. Wrong time to try to test it out. No, it's forward. Dragon kick, okay. Yeah, I think that's the super they ended up taking out. It was just by the time Third Strike came around, they're like, we don't know how to balance this. It's like, especially like Second Impact, she was even more busted. She has an infinite there, which is just standing roundhouse kick. It's crazy. It launches them into the air. You take one step forward, go back to neutral like you're not holding forward on the stick, hit roundhouse again, or hard kick, take one step forward, and just keep doing it over and over, and it's an infinite loop with her. It's like, wow, that's kind of ridiculous. Sean was supposed to be the new Ken and Ryu replacement, except for they ended up putting Ken and Ryu back into the game, so they had to kind of nerf him, and he wasn't that good. Now in Second Impact, he was top tier. He was like the best. Who is E Honda and Blanca? I guess E Honda might be Oro in this game. He's kind of like more like a Dhalsim. Blanca, not really anyone. I'd say maybe until 12 in like Third Strike. That's the move I was looking for. Okay. Dead or Alive games from beginning, including volleyball games. I've done that before. Not the volleyball games, but I've done the entire Dead or Alive series before. Except for number 4, I don't have that one for whatever reason. I have 1 through 6, excluding 4.
Round 1, fight.
Chrissy was pretty good. It wasn't just because of the shower scene. She was actually a good character. Snap your neck, old man.
You lose.
Hopefully that's not coming through. So RTX supposed to be getting it, but it looks like it might be picking it up. How'd that whiff? Can't get the pull off.
You lose. Select your
Alright, let's see. Yeah, Lena's all kicks. No matter what you choose with her, it's kicks. Healing is broken in Ultra Street Fighter 4 when they put her into that.
round 1, fight.
Yeah, Lena's animations, she has a wind move. I'll try to see if I can pull it off. Really? That intercepts it too? Oh my god, I can't pull off to the left. Why? What the fuck? It's like... Can't get it. It's like, what if I hit all the buttons faster? Yeah, let's try to reset here.
9, 8, 6, 5, 2, 0.
She's like, yeah, I got beat.
Select your character. Lane, select your super art. Round 1, fight.
Dragoon might? I don't think so. It's not really coming to... Not really coming to mind right now. Yeah, it's like, what is, like, my controls buffed? I can't pull off anything going to the left. Map game inputs, just double check. Here we go.
Win.
She doesn't do her win move. Okay, perfect.
Round 2, fight.
Maybe it wasn't this one. It wouldn't surprise me. Everything's on MAME, so... Is there some kind of bug with this? It is not pulling off, but I can do it to the right. No problem.
You win.
So he knows that win animation, right? It's kind of special. In fact, one may have said that they may have seen it before somewhere else. Like, in a David Lee Roth music video, perhaps. Except for, you know, he smacks her in the head, but bonk. But yeah, people couldn't figure out, like, what this was from. They knew it was rotoscope from something like that little wind maneuver. But it wasn't until, like, about 2 years ago someone figured it out. It's like, wait a minute, it's from a David Lee Roth music video. Alright, let's see. Eddie Van Halen? Yeah. Mr. I smoke extremely every single day since the minute I've been born. But, no, I didn't get cancer from that. I'm gonna keep smoking. As they rip out half of my mouth. It's like, alright, dude.
Street Fighter. Select your character.
Let's see. Sean, like I said, we'll be playing him definitely in Second Impact for sure. Necro, he's more of a... He's kind of like more of a Dhalsim in this game, I guess. Let's see... Can't remember where Electric Snake is.
Round 1, fight.
He's more of a... He's got like a Dhalsim in Blanca, too, because he's got electricity powers. He's slow, he's kind of bendy. He's like really slow in this version, my lord. Yeah, he's like the Dhalsim replacement, basically. Well, he's married to her right until she cheated on him. And that's literally why their marriage broke up. Yeah, so this is your Blanca character.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Parries are taking off, actually, from health? That's weird. They're not supposed to. Yeah, it's like, why can't I pull off, like, any supers? I don't know what the hell's going on. Maybe it's a stick or something? I can pull off other moves, so it's like, okay. So it's really weird that they have the bear here, but this stage comes back in Second Impact, but they take out the bear. I don't know why. Maybe they felt like it was too much of a visual distraction. I could have sworn it was like 2 kicks.
You lose. 9. Select your narrow. Select your
No, it's punches. Okay. I'm like, what the hell? Like, I couldn't get anything to come out. That would explain it. Yeah. Bear lives matter only when they're, like, eating you. And you're like, please don't matter anymore.
You win. Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, explain that throw. I'm on the right, throw him on the left. I just love the fact that people think Columbus is this huge murderous asshole. And they're like, well, his journals prove to it. I'm like, they were written 50 years after they were destroyed by another person who personally hated Columbus. They start pointing things like, oh yeah, well, like there's this part here he's talking about, you know, the sexual abuse of 9-year-olds. And like cutting off hands and noses in order to make people fall in line. It's like, yes, his soldiers of the colony he was in charge of for only 8 years were raping 9-year-old girls. So he had the Spanish's hands and noses cut off who he caught doing that. It wasn't the natives. But it's like some people just like stretch it completely out to be this whole other crazy stuff. Like saying he didn't know that the world was round. He thought he was in India. It's like he knew he was never in India. That wasn't his goal. He was trying to find Japan of all places. But it's just a lot of people throughout the ages have just decided to kind of like make him like history's villain for some weird reason. I don't know why. There we go. It's like, kick it and pause.
Round 1. Fight.
Yes, if anyone has Fightcade 2 and wants to play a game against me, let me know. I'll be more happy to try this out with you. I'm sure it'll be terrible, but we'll give it a go. Does it have LAN support? This local support. You could do LAN probably. You know what you're doing, network stuff together. Oh, LAN gaming. That was a treat. Everyone trying to, especially like Halo LAN parties, everyone's trying to get all their desktop monitors all linked together. Desktop monitors, TVs. It was a crazy time. Hell, man, you could leave the romance. I mean, look at YKB. That's how she make GBM. Halo LAN party. Oh, he was moving forward. Come on. I also need to look up the code on how to get Puma into Second Impact. Let's see.
Win. Here comes a new challenge.
What?
Select your character.
Oh no, I was typing and apparently it's set up for keyboards. Okay.
Select your super fight. Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, so I thought for a second, I'm like, okay, so apparently second player's inputs are tied into this somehow. And Ken's jab will beat out mine. All right. So let's just jump over to Second Impact. We might as well do that right now. Let's see. Load game. So here's the cool thing about Second Impact is that the game came out in 1997, okay, which is literally the same year. I think it came out like 6-7 months after this came out and pretty much flopped in arcades. So Capcom's like, ooh, we need to update the game. Give people what they've been kind of wanting. And arcade buyers were like, well, we're not going to buy your machine or your board because it sucked so bad last time. It's like no one liked 3. They didn't play it. So they did an update. Had new characters, backgrounds, music. Yun and Yang are separated out. Dudley has this really weird overhead move. Yeah, Urien got added in. This is a version that has Alex's voice is like a Michael Jackson's. It's really weird. Andre the Giant, aka Andor, or Hugo, from the Final Fight series is in here. So this is like a major input. It's a lot, like a major change. It's a lot of fun. People didn't play it, but what makes it really cool, however, is you can play it in the usual 4:3 aspect ratio that I'm doing right now, just to show you off real fast. So you got a screen like this, but here's something really cool. If you go into, gotta unpause it. If you go into the configuration for the game, screen mode, wide, it supports 16:9 widescreen. Keep in mind, this is back in 1997. Very few televisions supported widescreen functionality. This game does natively. Which does actually change how the game's played because you're no longer boxed in. If there's like tight circle or tight little challenger and you actually have wider space. So it does change the dynamics. Yeah, I think I only saw like a total of 2 televisions total in 1997 that supported. They were 16 by 9. You can see it's native. It's not like it's been squashed down or anything. It's the correct aspect ratio. Yeah, this game's definitely not PG rated. It's also not a very Christian game either. They should be hugging it out and solving their problems not with their fists. With fury. Should definitely take Miyamoto's Shigeru Miyamoto's suggestion and have them visit each other in the hospital afterwards and shake hands to prove they're friends.
Select your character.
Yeah, so you got Hugo. Sean is godlike in this game. So is Ibuki. Yun and Yang have been separated out.
Select your super art.
He could.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, so Ibuki has an infinite. Let's see if I can pull it off. Wrong button, damn it. My bad. Let's see, let's try this again.
Your character. Select your super art.
Chat where Kojima fan was, or Kojima hack was in there, I'm sure. Apologist said he isn't a hack because Konami forced him to make Metal Gear Solid 3 and 4. He would be allowed to make his own game, would have showed his genius. Not really. Setting up player 2 for keyboard. Go. Pardon me. I mean, that's the whole thing, is like he said, like he didn't want to do 2 and 3. Gosh, can't do it. Maybe it's only in Japanese. Yeah, it's a Japanese version. You actually, it's like you do a launch with the kick, do 1 step forward. Unless you do 1 step forward, you just do it again. You just like keep launching them over and over and over again. It's crazy. Come on. Oh well. Metal Gear Solid 4, especially the first part of the game, the Mission 1, whatever they call it, Chapter 1. And that is very cinematic, very info dump. But the other parts of the game slow down a little more, at least it's not as much. But it's still a lot, yeah.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, so you also have EX moves in this game, so you can do enhanced moves at the cost of your super bar, which is something that's now common. Yeah, this game feels so much differently being widescreen. Now, something I didn't know about until like arcade, until like, you know, emulation kind of came out like it is now, but it's like, cause we played this, I had the Dreamcast version, because I never saw Second Impact in the arcades. It never came out to where I was at. They had a 3 machine, but not 2 Second Impact. So it wasn't until the Dreamcast port came out that my brother and I got to play this game, and it was only 4:3 aspect ratio, because, you know, who had 4:3s at home? Nobody. Or actually 16:9 widescreens, I mean, nobody. Everyone had 4:3 televisions. So yeah, my brother and I got to play this game through the Dreamcast, and I mean, we just lived off of this for a long time. Just look at these backgrounds. Oh my god, like, I would kill to have backgrounds like this in video games these days. Not just like 2D anime, but it's like of this level and detail. It's just, in Third Strike, you have none of this. I would pay a modder to put these backgrounds into Street Fighter 3 Third Strike, without a doubt. I mean, with hands down, no issue whatsoever.
One. Fight.
Yeah, Ibuki is way too good. Because this is the character I taught my brother how to play when we first got our hands on Street Fighter 3. So he was an Ibuki main, and she is like pure rushdown. In this game, like I said, she's top tier busted, so... Not in my hands, but more competent player. Nope, I'm dead. Now, Hugo was supposed to be in the original, like, Street Fighter 3. For whatever reason, he didn't make it in. Did they take that out too? No, they didn't. He just stopped trying to do some stuff. Do it again! You want another one? The AI may not be that smart in this game. I've actually kind of got the itch, though, to play Metal Gear Solid 5 again. Yeah, so this is the Hot Tub Springs, or the Hot Springs. And if you look up above, right where it says the R in round, to the left, immediately of that, it's kind of hard to see in this one. That's Len Kurosawa from Alien vs. Predator. And to the right of that is Chun-Li. But yeah, they took out the bear. Guess he was due back in the Russian circus that day. Or me. Yeah, that does go under fireballs. For me.
Round two. Fight.
So hopefully you guys aren't hearing like the clacking of the keyboard, or fight stick, I should say. Hopefully the RTX doing its job. Oh shit, it's Denjin. So that one is a pain in the ass because you always like think like I better block, and it's blocking it will just eat up all your stun meter. Yes, been trying to pull that off.
Final round. Fight.
It's okay, Twelves. I mean, it seems like some people are around today. Has guys saying like, Guilty Gear Strive is coming out, which is like I really want to get. It's coming out for PlayStation 4, PC, and the PlayStation 5. And there's going to be a tag mode, but only on the PlayStation 5 version so far. They haven't announced anything for the PC. This guy's like, oh, it's probably because the PlayStation 4 can't handle the tag mechanics. I'm like, okay. They can't handle tag gameplay? Really? So it's like looking at my my Saturn copies of X-Men vs. Street Fighter. It's like 25 years old and has been able to do tag no problem on console. Dreamcast could handle 4-player online through dial-up 4-player matches. You have Dragon Ball FighterZ, which uses Unreal Engine 4, which is what Guilty Gear Strive is using. That's 3 versus 3. You can have 6 people like that. It's like, this guy's trying to claim it doesn't work. He's like, shut up, you don't know how netcode works. It's like, yo, sure, I don't know. I don't know how rollback netcode works. Right. It's funny. It's like, guys just trying to, like, basically, you know, it's just trying to find an excuse to be a PS5 fanboy. Let's practice parrying. Level 1, because I suck. Thanks, Sean. So once again, you hit forward right before you get hit. And you pull off a parry. In the Dreamcast version, you can actually do this just by itself. Yeah, those last 2 are super fast. So you can actually like just play this over and over in an infinite loop as far as you want. There's up to 5 levels of difficulty. It really gets your parrying practicing down for at least basketballs. Next step up. I need to think rushdown mode. Keep trying to think like more defensive, but like Ibuki is like literally get in your face, make them pay. Yeah, PC is reading at that point if it can like read a 50-50. That's what also made her so busted, is like you can mix those high, like those like kicks, like high and low. Let's see, I think, what's universal? Downhead is, like, overhead is still really kind of wonky. If you want to do an overhead attack, it has been mapped to the medium punch. You have to do a down-down punch. I think this one was also busted, where you could do parrying by doing forward, down, yeah, duck walk like that. So basically, it's hard to see, but parrying, as I explained, is like you hit forward right before you get hit, and you'll parry it off. You'll flash white. You don't take damage. You can also do low attacks by pressing down. This game's parry mechanics was broken, so if you did like really fast forward, down, forward, down, forward, down, like just super fast motion like that, you would parry almost everything that came out at you. As I was trying to explain that, I actually pulled it off twice. Not there, though. That was bad timing, but for me. Yeah, this game's fun, but it's really broken. What is this super? Yeah, if you have an octopus there, like in a container in a train, probably shouldn't trust him either. You gotta wonder, how did you get into this situation in your life, really? Now, Akuma's in this game, but he does not have the ability to do EX moves, but he is super strong, but he's kind of like a glass cannon. He takes damage real fast.
Select your character.
Nope, couldn't get it. But anyway, Sean is the person I wanted to play as because he is completely busted. Let's see. Hyper Tornado. pick a new somebody else here so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. Hyper Tornado, that's fine. Ken will do well. So in this game, whenever you do a move, you start to earn meter. So if I'm just hitting medium punch right now, you can see it's building up like that. But with Sean, if you're moving a direction and you're hitting a button, you gain double the meter. So instead of just like doing like this is normal speed, and if I hold back, start hitting faster, you can like get full like super fast meter. He is just way too good. Yeah, it's crazy. It's like he is overwhelmingly busted. It's funny because like they're trying to make him the Dan of the series. If you remember Dan from like any other Street Fighter game, and it's like he is just way too good in this one, but he just turned out to be excellent. Oh, I know what I wanted to show off too. So Hugo is also busted in a bad way if you're a Hugo player. Oh, you get your roll. Woo! So I'll show you why Hugo's broken in a second. He is like the worst character to play as in this game. Unless you're like really, really good at him. I would not recommend it. Hugo. Deutschland. Okay, so there's this weird quirk with Hugo's hitbox, is that you can actually hit him off the ground from a throw. Let's build up meter real fast. Alright, this should be enough. So what you can do is you can throw him and do a super to get him off the ground, so... Oh shit, wrong super. Ah! No, I can't deal with this here. I need to do, it's the grab one. The one I had before I switched it off, thinking, let's experiment with this. Sean boy. Yeah, Hyper Tornado, that's what I need. Yeah, so his Hyper Tornado can like, and anyone who's got like a grab special can do this move. Just put on turbo for this. Watch him build up that meter, it's hilarious. Alright, so... yeah, pretty much. It was, basically, he's like... if you've played Final Fight, his name was Andor, which was like Andre the Giant, you know, basically was still modeled off of after. So I decided to put him into this game series, and just super bulk him up. So let's see if I can pull this off here now. So I'm going to throw and go right into super, and I should be able to catch him with it. Yep. Yeah, that's something you're not supposed to be able to do. So if anyone has, like, any character has that ability to hit, like, to do a grab move, like grab super, or I think Ibuki can also do her ground slide and pick him off that too, you'll catch him. Oops, screwed it up. See if I can pull it off again. Yeah, so Sean is ridiculously good in this one, in this version. They nerfed him to hell and back and made him like bottom tier in Third Strike, sadly. I think he's got a dive kick too. No, that's Akuma I was thinking of. Poor Hugo, never stood a chance. So Hugo ended up being kind of like the Zangief type replacement. You know, there's no real grapplers. Alex was supposed to be one, but he really wasn't.
Round one. Fight.
Old Man Nipples. He's actually coming back to Street Fighter V, which is too late for me because I uninstalled that game and don't play it.
Round two.
I think I can link my crouching. Yeah, I can. Oh, that is lame, Oro. It's like, yeah, I'm gonna parry the first hit of that super just to be fun, just watch you flail. Didn't learn to cook for my mother very much. She inspired me as a teen mom to learn how to cook every day, bake my own bread and all. Say Stevens, keep cooking. Wow. Yeah, yeah. You inspired me to learn to cook. She probably tasted one of her recipes and went, oh god, this is terrible. Nope, okay, it doesn't grab. Just it's still just Andre or Hugo grabs off. Okay. Yeah, Hugo's Oro's a kind of a pain in this one. It's very low to the ground.
Win.
Let's see which one this was. Firehouse lasagna. I'm pretty sure that firemen are going to be very upset with that recipe. Oh, hey, look!
One. Fight.
Oh. Alright, buddy, come here. Stop! Oh, I did the EX one instead. I feel such a fool. Yeah, so Hugo's pretty much like Zangief, but worse somehow. In Third Strike, they made him very formidable. He's actually pretty good in that game. But just Second Impact here, he's just broken in all the wrong reasons. He is not good in this one. Keep trying to do dumb stuff. I'm like, let's show off and do this stuff, and it always leads to my downfall, my hubris. Yeah. I mean, Hagar didn't show up in the Street Fighter series, unfortunately, but he did show up in Marvel vs. Capcom. He was in Marvel vs. Capcom 3 and Infinite. A game that was actually a lot of fun to play, but nobody did because they removed out all the Marvel characters or X-Men characters. But as long as your game has Zangief in it, though, you really don't need Hagar, sadly. I mean, they're just so similar movesets. I would love to see him show up in a Street Fighter game someday. I would actually would enjoy that. I don't remember what Taunt is, but Taunting I don't think did anything until Street Fighter 3 Third Strike. They actually started giving you buffs and stuff. There's actually which is really funny. Why didn't that grab? It was actually really funny when 30th Anniversary Collection came out, and people started getting their, like, a new generation of people started getting their hands on Third Strike, and you'd start to see message boards complaining, like, why are people taunting me so all the time? It's rude. It's like they didn't understand that, like, in that game it gives you buffs. It's like you can, like, Q get, like, defensive buffs for it. Some people get their increased attack power. You know, everyone has something different for taunting, so it's like it's not being rude in that game. It's actually a mechanic. Yet Ryu has some amazing cheese of his own in this game. Shoryuken. Oh my god. So one of the things I like to do in the Dreamcast version is you can change the damage values. So you can make it play so it's almost like 3-hit kills, which is like very reminiscent of the very first Street Fighter, which had high damage output. Rounds lasted, they went by real super fast. So you could, my brother and I would set to like the most damage, so we'd have like rounds of over in 10 seconds. It was hilarious. So one of the things you could do with like full, we'd also customize it so we'd have fully started off energy bars, like fully maxed super bars. So one of the things he has in this game is like a side thrust kick. I think they call it donkey kick or something weird. If you do an EX version of that into, and they couldn't do an EX version, but if you did like a, yeah, we had infinite, that we could do it. Do an EX, which would cause a wall bounce, and they go right into your super. It's like instant death. It was amazing. We'd have, like, as soon as whoever lands the first hit, like that move right there. It's a good get off me move, but I mean, you gotta get it going fast. This game also has something called Negative Edge, which is where if you hold down a button, like right now I'm holding down Fierce Punch, if you do the fireball motion, let go, you'll throw a fireball. You can do that for any of the attacks. Yeah, I shouldn't have wasted the bar, but I was like, I just want to show off. Like, I really want to cream him. Poor Yang, who was actually one of my mains in Third Strike, actually. Yeah, everyone focuses on Yun in, like, Third Strike, because, I mean, Yun is, like, legitimately busted in that game, but... Busted is the word of the night, by the way. Busted makes me feel good. I wonder if the helicopter move works here. The way it is you jump forward and immediately do a hurricane kick. And like Super Turbo, you get this arc going through the air where you do a hurricane kick instead of just going like straight. It arcs over. See if I can pull it off real quick. See if that works. Yep, it does. It's very high arc though. So that's a normal arc, but if you can do like that, you actually have like air coverage all the way up and down. It's crazy. Dudley! This game, he had a move. Hopefully the computer pulls it off. It's this really bizarre move. He doesn't get back until Street Fighter 4. But it's like a downward charge, and then he comes like spiraling down from you on top of the screen. No wake up super, huh? Thinking for Third Strike, though, I probably won't play it on Fightcade, but if anyone wants to play a match on Fightcade, by all means, let me know for this game. I'd be more than happy to do that. Also Third Strike as well, but I think we're going to go to the PlayStation 3 emulator to show off Third Strike there, because there's just so much good things you can do with that game. It's a lot more fun. It's like literally the best port of the game. Why do I suck so bad? I mean, there's multiple reasons, but yeah, I'm just terrible.
Select your character.
Alright, get my boy Yang going.
Select your
Who has completely different moves than I'm used to, so, yeah. He's changed the most, like every single version, he just goes through this radical overhaul for his moveset. Let's see, so should have Rekkas, yep. Dive kicks, we'll have that. What is my... Maybe I don't have it in this one. Alright, Sean, I need you to chill for a second, buddy.
select your character.
So, Yang's supposed to have this, it's a uppercut, but it's a kick. There it is. Okay, so it's a... Oh my god, it's a fireball in this version. You gotta be kidding me. So, if you've ever played Super Street Fighter or Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo... yeah, Super Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, Fei Long, even Street Fighter 4, he's thrown in there too. Yang is close enough to that here. There's also what's called Rekkas, which is where you do a fireball and a punch. You get this move. And if you can link that up to 3 times onto itself, so you can get a combo going. Like that. So, yeah, Yang is able to land stuff in there pretty quick. That combo's still there. It's got a fireball, it's kind of slow, but it's very dependent. I think that just switches you up. Okay, getting the hang of him again.
Round 2. Fight.
All right, here we go.
You win. Perfect.
Rollerblades! Those need to come back. I haven't seen rollerblades for sale anywhere. I know they're online, but I would love to own a pair of rollerblades, even though by doing so, I put my back at a horrendous risk. Oh look, I just fought you.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, so that backwards fireball technique actually does negate out fireballs. You have to have like supreme timing to do it. Did I also mention like Sean supers can do up to 40% damage in this game? May have been a problem. Wow, 2 hits for almost no damage. I'm the best young player ever. Yeah, so Young's kind of slow in this. They did speed him up definitely. Same thing with Young. Must learn more. Where's Ken? So I'm not going to really throw myself off. I put it on normal. Let's put it on easy for fun. We're going to crank it up to high for ridiculous. 1 round. Bonus games, leave it on. Gosh, it's like center to screen. The game's like, no, we're gonna keep making it so it's not exactly right. There we go. Alright, so this is how most people played the game when they did play it. Not like, you know, just the aspect ratio, but not this. So, yeah, we'll rock the Sean.
Select your super art.
So keep in mind, easiest difficulty, which is still going to probably beat me up, ridiculously high damage. Headbutt! Yeah, let's see if we can hear Alex's voice. It's hilarious.
Round 1. Fight.
Just when he does a super, he's like, can't escape.
You win.
That's right, Ken's also his teacher. If anyone's lurking, wants to do some Fightcade, let me know. I am more than happy to do that. I have Fightcade 2.
1. Fight.
We'll give it a shot, see how it goes. So you're finally doing it, huh? Grinding's gone crazy. Sir? Oh my god, it's not letting me do it. Oh, I'm gonna run back.
Select your character. Select your super art.
Did buy Doom. Yeah, so did you watch that yet, or, I mean, I don't recommend anybody really watch it, to be honest, but... Yeah, it's really not good. I mean, there are movies that are bad, but they're fun because they're bad. This is just a bad movie. Alright, bonus game. Children of Corn might be something that Rachel Ray makes, I'm not sure though. I mean, kids definitely wouldn't eat it. It'd probably involve candy corn, mayonnaise, some cauliflower probably. I think Third Strike added in the car bonus stage. I think they finally brought it back for that game.
Round 1. Fight. You win.
Hyper Tornado, you fell for it! Yes, I'm sure.
Round 1. Fight.
I don't know why, but sometimes that doesn't seem to grab, but... Oh yeah, Oro also doesn't have his double jump. He has that Third Strike, but not here.
You win.
And
Round 1. Fight.
didn't buy only crap, got Predator. Total Recall, the original, thank God. My brother saw the Colin Farrell, I believe it was, Total Recall they did, like, and he's like, it's like, what'd you think of it? He's like, they should have called it Total Refund, because that's what I want, my money back. I was like, ooh, good burn. So Gil's actually not the final boss of this game. They started introducing, like, oh, where you have, like, character-specific ones. Like, for me, it's going to be actually Ken. But Gil is still a pain in the ass.
You lose. Select your character. Select your super art.
I'm not sure if I change characters if it's going to wipe out my progress.
Your death.
We'll find out in a minute, because we're going to switch to Third Strike pretty soon anyway. So I also want to get to Street Fighter the movie. I've never beaten that arcade game. I want to own it. I seriously want to own that machine. Like nobody's business. But it just gets like so ridiculously cheap near the end. Someday I'll be able to throw flame and ice. No you won't. Call it being delusional.
Round one. Fight.
Good move, Ken. I'm not even mad about that. I'm like, dude, that was sweet. That was a good use of a parry right into a Dragon Punch. Again, my god. Computer's actually doing good stuff.
Select your character. Select your super art. Round one. Fight.
I was sure that was gonna cross up. Ooh, tried the helicopter on me. Come on, Ken, be cool. So I can see my lame ending.
Select your character. Select your super art.
Yeah, Auto Burst is the only time that Sean actually gets a fireball in this game, and it's a super. And it's like one hit. It's like, it's kind of lame. But at least it's a quick filling bar. Until that happens. Good lord. It's like computer decided to go like full ham now. It's like, yeah, we're at the end of the game.
Select your character. Select your super art. Round one. Fight.
Pretty in pink. Really? In what universe does that beat me? Second Impact. That's the answer.
Select your character. Select your super art. Round
Mint green.
fight.
I can smell fighter impact already. Right to the ribs. See, it doesn't do much damage though. That's the crazy part. Oh well. Let's move on after one more try. Even with the game rigged in my favor, it's still like, no. Should have picked a better super, but I didn't.
One. Fight.
There we go.
You win.
So let's see Sean's epic ending. Whoa!
Damn it. Listen, try that again. In order to be the best, you must defeat Ryu. Don't come back until you've done that. I must go. Good luck. Here's my hot wife you can't sleep with.
Whoa! So basically, the ending is you just keep getting your ass kicked by Ryu over and over.
Wait a minute, Sean, are you fighting me because Ken told you to do so?
Shut up and fight! Wow, he's too good. He's just too good. Then Third Strike, his ending is like he believes he's like, yeah, I won the tournament, and he just get knocked out in the first round. He's got a severe concussion. He hallucinated the entire thing. So just Sean just gets like crapped on the entire Street Fighter series. Let's put this back where it should be before I forget. Default it. Didn't work, but 2, 3 is default for this game. 2 rounds, or 3 rounds, I should say. There we go. So for Third Strike, I'm going to still have it open for if anyone wants to do Fightcade. But I'm going to bring up the PlayStation 3 version, which was done by Iron Galaxy. That is by far and away the best version of the game you can get. It is backwards compatible, to my knowledge. If you buy the Xbox 360 version, it uses GGPO, the best version out there. So it's rollback netcode, so you have great online play. A lot of fun stuff to it. And it runs ridiculously well in emulation. No, I don't want to update. We're going to cancel this for now. Kill Fightcade. Where are you, RPCS3? There you go. So right now it's loading up all the different modules and stuff. It's got to compile it all up again. I haven't played this in a while, and with the new version. Third Strike is where they finally got it all right. It's funny because like still Street Fighter 3 just did not do well. It like nobody played it whatsoever. Competitive scene was almost non-existent until around 2005. I believe it was 2005, 2006. We had the infamous Evo Moment 37, which is actually in the port of this game. You can actually try to pull it off yourself and see how ridiculously hard it is. But it wasn't until we started having Japanese players come over for Evo tournaments. A game we just thought was like boring and not a lot of strategy or structure to it. Like all of a sudden, like we had our eyes awakened, like, oh, this game actually has depth. It's actually really good. We should probably go and play this. So it became a cult classic or a cult favorite, kind of like a movie can do the same thing. Like UHF bombed in the theaters, and over the years since, it's become this cult classic, or The Room as a more recent example. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike was that sleeper game. Nobody played it when it came out. No one cared. And I had been playing it for a while. I knew about the mechanics behind it, and I enjoyed it, but nobody else really did. And then it just kind of grew in popularity and has continued to do so ever since. So it only took like 6 years after the game to come out for people to go, oh, wait a minute, this is actually a lot of fun. Why is it taking so long? 50, 60% compatible machinable. OBS is trying to give me an encoder message. I'm like, no, it's not. Forcing it to load everything. Like, this doesn't take this long. I wonder what the heck's going on, but this is the latest version of RPCS 3. We're at 93%. 95. 100. All right, here we go. Recompiling again. Oh my god, why? Why are you doing this to me? It's not my stream unless something like goes wrong. Here, I'll just put this up so you guys have something to look at for a minute. Instead of just a blank screen. Because I have like another overlay window that's not showing up on stream. But Third Strike, like I said, it was just like kind of sleeper hit of a game. Here we go. It's finally come up. And what made it really special as well was they put in changes that we've now had in every single Street Fighter since. Like throws were no longer just be close to a person and hit fierce punch or hard kick, like hard punch, hard kick. It was now dedicated throw sequence. You had to press light punch, light kick together. If you wanted an overhead attack, it wasn't down, down punch anymore. It was middle, like basically medium punches and kicks together. Taunt was fierce and roundhouse with hardest punch and kick together as well. So you also had the damage boosts and buffs, and just so much was added into this game. That's right, I need to switch controllers. Hold on. So I was using my PlayStation 3 controller, my fight stick for that, but I had this one set up for my Xbox 360 controller. A lot faster and easier if we just switch over to that stick. Third Strike music, though, I never liked. It's just the gameplay is amazing. I mean, they nailed the formula like nobody's business for this game. But the music and the backgrounds just suffered. I mean, it just wasn't that good. Here we go. So you can do parry trading. They changed the backgrounds for some weird reason for this game.
Well, I got the picture.
Doesn't matter.
Well, I've been waiting for this.
Thought I picked parry trading, apparently I did not. Apparently I suck at reading. Training mode. Parry trading, here we go. Wait a minute, it's supposed to be Sean's stuff here. What's going on? Am I going insane?
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Oh, okay, so they changed it. It's used to the Dreamcast version, which actually puts you into the Sean basketball park thing. Apparently that's not in this. My bad. Okay. So what's really cool though is you do have trials modes, so you can go through, you have these VP points, so you can unlock different artwork, music, colors, skins, you know, things of that nature for your character, just by going through and completing stuff here. Like, it'll teach you how to parry, and it goes up harder and harder. So it's simple as all parries, typically low risk and easy tech points. The thing is, though, it doesn't quite tell you how to do it. It doesn't say, like, you need to press forward right before you get hit, I don't think. Let's see what happens if I fail it. Okay, so it just tells you failed, try again. So what you need to do, you know, it could have had more information behind it saying, hey, you need to press forward right before you get hit in order to pull off a parry.
Now.
The game is also faster than Second Impact. Next trial. There's a little timing. This is a simple parry. Yep. It's hard to imagine you try this unless you're very low in health, but being able to parry Ken's bread and butter move is powerful. I think you have to press down first for the first parry. He's going to do a Fierce Dragon Punch. If I get the timing right.
Now. Now.
Maybe it's forward.
Now. Now. Now.
Wow, okay.
Now.
Okay, so it is down for the first one. I just wasn't gotta get the timing.
Now. Now.
Keep doing it too soon.
Now.
Maybe it's 2 downs in a row.
Now.
Nope.
Now.
But anyway, you get the idea behind it.
Go. Go.
Yeah, you can't spam forward. You just can't like slam forward. You actually have a timing to it.
Go. 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 Go.
That was perfect.
Go. Go. Go.
Oh well, it's literally like 4 hits. I keep failing it. But it goes on. You have expert parrying. You have Evo Moment 37. If you've never seen Evo Moment 37, it is a classic. That basically it's what exposed a lot of people to what Street Fighter 3 was. Like they had never heard of the game like Third Impact. This is during the Evo finals, and this wasn't even the final match of all things here. Remember, you have to hit forward on every single attack in order to pull it off. And it is just ridiculously hard to do. So let me pull up the video. I'll show you what it is, how it's supposed to look. Let's see, where are you? There we go. That's down. So this is like old footage, but this is like a classic. You probably may have seen it around somewhere on the internet. RPCS3, take that off. So Daigo is playing Ken. Justin Wong is playing as Chun-Li, and Daigo basically baits, because he's got like, Daigo has no health, so Justin's like, I'm just gonna finish you off with a super. You're not gonna be able to parry this bad boy. So it wasn't even like the final match on top of it. That is insanely hard to do. So this game actually lets you try to pull it off yourself. Now Maximilian, streamer, he actually did this on stream. I think it took him like 137 tries to get it before he finally pulled it off himself. It is very, very hard to do. Let's bring back the sound for Street Fighter 3 here. Go. Yeah, that's what it would look like if he had failed it.
Go. Go.
Hey, I got 2.
Go.
So yeah, you can keep doing that until the cows go home, until you figure it out. I said Maximilian dude did it, and he's like a really good Street Fighter 3 player, so make of that what you will.
been waiting for this.
Gosh, I think it's yeah, this is what I can do. Let's get the rush character out of the way first. Rush down.
Prepare to strike now.
Yeah, so it's kind of hard if you don't really have an eagle eye to it and you haven't been playing it. This game is so much faster than Second Impact. It's like feels like you're playing at turbo speed.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Too early. Worth it. So as you can see over on the left-hand side, like you perform 75 cancels into another move, then you get reports for it. So basically you can get unlocks that will unlock art, music, and other things here. So it gives you an incentive to play this game, which is really cool. Iron Galaxy did a really good job with their ports. Even like the Darkstalkers port, Marvel vs. Capcom, which you can't buy anymore, Capcom Origins is what it's called. Did the same thing. So they basically tried to make sure that like it wasn't just like a straight up arcade port, like they wanted to give you something to do really. So they also have a rating system, like here's your grade you can get for how you do it, and no one understands how it works. It was like never really explained how you get like these different ratings. MSF is like the highest one you can get, like Master Street Fighter, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone pull that off in a verse match ever. The only time I've ever seen it is like in a TAS. Also in this game we have what's called red parries, which is basically exactly what it is. It's after you block a move, you then start up a parry sequence, like so. It's a multiple hits, like where he's doing the machine gun blow. You can block the first one and then quickly start to parry the rest. It's not that easy to do. These backgrounds are just like boring. It just... I'm just not impressed whatsoever with this game's backgrounds.
アマチュアだな。
Take on Alex.
決める。Fighters ready. Engage.
Yeah, that was not smart. Yeah, Alex was made better, but he's still not that great. So they never quite got him right. It's ironic, like, I became like a Yang main, but I never never played Yun, so I never figured him out. I just know he was like incredibly broken.
I don't lose. Prepare to strike now.
I swear I keep trying to do like his dive kick and he just can't seem to get it out. Alright, let's go to Ken. Koto. She's supposed to be, like, in story-wise, her original concept was to be Ryu's sister, and then they dropped that for whatever reason.
Prepare to strike now.
But Ken is, like, he's definitely top tier in this game. It's like, there's a reason why you see, a bunch of Kens when you play this game. It's like, Third Strike, he's just too good. Not in my hands, but... Screwed it up.
Are you ready? Go.
Why did that come out now? What? I didn't even do the move for that. Excuse me? What? That one I did, yeah.
Final round. Go for it.
I swear, it's like I never confirmed it when I need to. see, who haven't I played as yet? Oh yes, let's try this guy. Remy was a new character they added for Third Strike. He's got ridiculously large feet. He's French, and you may recognize his moveset from another Street Fighter game. Let's see if we can figure out who that would be.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Flash kick. Interesting. So I wonder if I have a sonic boom. I have no idea what that is. I guess that's a parry move. Like, where basically the computer needs to attack you and then you pull it off. Like a counter super, I guess I should say. Is the name I'm looking for.
Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
The game took mercy on me for some reason.
You win. Bonus stage.
Man versus car.
Begin.
Yeah, it's just pretty much almost impossible to fail the car bonus stage in this game. 12, somebody we haven't seen yet. He morphs around into blobs, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone play him competitively ever. It's just too bizarre of a character. Yeah, I don't know what that one does. It's a mystery to me.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Yay!
You lose.
Let's see, we got Q. My friend Pat plays as him. I totally forget how to do it though. Let's see. He's one like you definitely want to taunt because you get defensive boosts, and I think you can do it up to 3 times total. It stacks on top of each other.
Prepare to strike. Now.
So he's like a slow powerhouse character. He's actually based off of a character in a Japanese television show, and I'm drawing to blank on what it is. Speaking of which, one of the things I'm going to be doing tonight after my stream is I decided I'm going to finally do it. I have some extra money. I'm going to buy Japanese television again. I miss it. I miss having it and watching it. It brings me great joy in my life. I'm not sure if I'll do 1 or 3 months. Probably 1 month. Yay! Alright. Circuitous, I'm like, just please beat me up so I can keep going and pick something else.
Well, I got the picture. Yeah, I'm waiting for you. That's what I expected.
Yeah, so Kuma's in this one, you have to use a code to unlock him. Dreamcast version is just unlocked from the go, which is nice. But he doesn't have the ability to do EX moves, so he's just super powerful. That's the one, okay. Can't remember which one I had picked it. Do have a demon flip. Couldn't remember if he did or not in this version. He does.
Now.
Caught me in a teleport? Really?
Final round. Engage.
I think he's got a raging. Yeah, he should have a raging demon in this too. It's been too long since I pulled it off, and like Ultra Street Fighter 4 really ruined people into thinking that like raging demons are easy to pull off. They're really not. Let's get out of here.
完全勝利だ。
Yeah, we'll go back to Ken.
Well, I got the picture. Into the heat of battle. Go for it.
Flash! Yeah! Flash! Hadouken! Yeah! Flash! Hadouken! 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 Flash! Yeah! Hadouken! Senpuken! Hadouken! Senpuken! Wow! That ease, loser.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Let's go.
Oh, and it knocked him out, of course. Knocked him out of it. Just chip him out.
Final round. Now.
Flash! Flash! Yeah! Hadouken! Yeah! Let's go! Hadouken! Yeah! Flash! Let's go! You can't escape! Yeah! Yeah! Hadouken! Flash!
Oh well, one more round and we're gonna move on to Street Fighter, the movie, the arcade game, the totally busted fun. Let's pick some duds.
Well, I got the picture.
Chun-Li is a beast in this game. She is top tier.
Let's fight like gentlemen.
Prepare to strike. Now.
Uppercut. Let's go. Uppercut. Uppercut.
Jeez, Dudley's bar takes forever.
Fighters ready. Engage.
Let's go. Let's go. Cross counter. Let's go. The end. Uppercut.
Yeah! Alright. So we're gonna move on to MAME. We're gonna do the most amazing game ever played. History of Mankind. There we go. So let's close this out. Give me a second here. I'm going to bring MAME up. I can play it in Fightcade, but unfortunately, like, it's just got a lot of sound issues that I really don't want to put up with and torture everybody with as well. Let's see, where are you? I think it's listed underneath. Yeah, MAME has his own one here. So Street Fighter, the movie, already selected. Perfect. So this game was basically in the whole era of... It was originally supposed to be Street Fighter 3 at one point, and they're like, no, we're not going to do that. And they tried to tie it into the movie that came out. And they're like, well, digitized graphics are the big thing because of Mortal Kombat. So we got to film all the actors, and yeah, it was amazing. So we get it as a totally busted experience, which is fun. Uh-oh, looks like we're gonna have some fun here. Give me a second. Looks like my stream got super delayed. Since it's only running 2 seconds, that's a lie. Alright, so I need to set up in general. Don't know why, but apparently didn't keep all my settings. So we're reading D-pad. I have it set for D-pad. Let's try stick instead. Yeah, joypad up, down, left, right. That's it for that. Let's see, I think it's other controls. Coin. Okay, here we go. Seems like decent volume, that's fine. Track mode sounds. All sounds, please. Skill level adjustment. This is busted. You can put it on easiest, it doesn't matter. The game's still gonna rock you. Let's leave coin mode on just because you get to hear all the grunts. Where is that at? Credit settings, here we go. Yeah, so we'll let the intro, that's where I need to go into here, dip switch, turn that off, VSync on, please. There we go. All right, so this game's all sorts of special. it's really hard to learn how to play it online because there's so much more misinformation about it. There's a total of 4 different revisions that came out. So you'll see a mix of crap online, just like what it's supposed to be in the movesets, and half of them are wrong. But it's definitely something I recommend to pick up and play. And I was so sad with the home version of this, because I bought this for the Sega Saturn, and I was thinking it was going to be this hot, busted amazingness of a game. And they just reworked it in the Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo. Also, they hated Sagat because you just see him get decked in his thing. It's like everyone's doing something cool for the movie, Sagat just punched in the face. There's like almost no cooldown for moves in this game, so you can do... Kuma has like an infinite, I remember. I think it's the Japanese version of this game. It has like a straight up infinite. It's just roundhouse kick, like the I think it's either medium or hard. You can link it into each other constantly. Yeah, Kuma's hilarious looking, by the way.
Akuma versus Gaio. Round 1, fight!
Okay, moves are correct.
Gaio, win!
Relay!
Round 2, fight!
Yeah, I still want to own a Japanese version. I want to own a Catalyst machine. Yeah, I think it's a Japanese version of this game. It's like, it literally infinites into each other. It's one of the revisions does that. So we're finding that in the arcade itself. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. Because I went to an arcade once, they had this machine, and it was like, they had 3 of them right next to each other. Nobody was playing them. Everybody was over on the Super Turbo machines. Mortal Kombat 2. It was like, I think 2 was out. But I mean, yeah, it's like everyone was playing everything else but this game. It was not well received. Maybe it's medium. Oh, really? You're not gonna give me the exploding life bar? Come on. Yeah, so if you land a super kill on somebody or a super combo finisher, their life bar explodes in great fashion. So this has been added to Fightcade. I'm not playing it on Fightcade right now. I'm playing it through MAME, which is a little janky for controls. Let me see about... There we go. Previous version... Is there like an upright or in between? Probably not. One of the things I've always wanted to do is learn how to use MAME really well, and I've just never done that. I don't even know how to update my MAME ROM sets. This is, I think it's, I downloaded a full complete 2.209 ROM set. This might be part of the problem. Yeah, I should really get... It's really a pain in the butt to get light guns to work with MAME. But I should definitely get that going so we can do a real Revolution X stream one of these days. I've done the Saturn version, which was a laugh and a half, but yeah, okay, so that should be good now. This game input reads like nobody's business. It's hilarious. Like I said, it's hilarabad. I'm just waiting to die so I can pick somebody else. Combos are common in this game. There are throws. You can counter throws into another throw, so you can get like a Slam Master, which is the computer, like on higher difficulties, will automatically always counter your throws. So if you initiate the initial throw and counter everything, you'll still lose the encounter, which is quite busted. Yeah, I think it's the Japanese version. What is it here? Let's try, yeah, because I was playing 1-2, it's the final revision there. Let's try the straight off original OG version before they did revisions and released it out, which is fine. I'm surprised they actually did revisions for this game, seeing how poorly received it was. But I would still pay money to have this ported to an actual system. Alright, so let's go with, we'll do our man Guile! Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Round 1, fight!
Yeah, moves will track as well, so you can have like Sawada will do like super moves and like they will just track onto wherever you go in the air. It's crazy.
Guile, win! Round 2, fight!
Kuma's back there looking for the bathroom.
Guile, win! Guile versus Chun-Li!
Pause the screen just at the right transition point, making sure my update is, there we go. Stream update went in. I don't know what it is, but Stream Manager keeps showing like I'm ridiculously behind, but it's like you're only 2 seconds behind the broadcaster. I'm like, no, I'm not. Here we go. Okay, back to the game.
Round 1, fight!
It's exploding light bar.
Round 2, fight!
There's also like red moves and green moves, and I don't know how those are. I think like greens were supposed to be. I think they showed up in the final revision of this game, and they're supposed to like indicate like a counter move, like if you pull it off just right.
Guile, win! Guile versus Balrog!
Yeah, Balrog, I think in this version, like the straight off one, yeah, if he just blocks, he instantly repels any fireballs. In the last version of the game, the final revision that came out, it made it had to be, you couldn't block, if you blocked it, you just block it. But if you were holding nothing on the stick, like if you were just neutral, like hands off, didn't press a button, then it'd reflect back. input reading. As soon as I hit a button, it's like instantly on me.
Round 3, fight! Gaio, win!
Cheese it on out, people.
Gaio versus Ken. Round 1, fight!
Yeah, so the actor who played Ken could not say the names of the moves in Japanese to save his life, and they tried. So eventually they just gave up and said, just say it in English. Like, you couldn't say Shoryuken, the Hurricane Kick. So they're like, just say it in English, dude. That's eventually what they had to do. It's hilarious.
Round 2, fight!
So if you ever play the home version of this game, so if you buy it for like PlayStation or a Sega Saturn, it is completely reworked to be Super Street Fighter 2 Turbo, which is such a shame. I was so wanting to have my own janky version of this game. Teenager me was disappointed.
Dragon! 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 Hadouken! Hurricane! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Yep, auto tracks. Like I said, it's crazy in this game.
Gaio, win! Gaio versus
So you have some weird eye move. It'll like,
round 1.
if you're within range, it just like hits you up for like instant move. That bad boy. Doesn't matter if you're blocking or not. It's if you're within range, you're getting hit, and that thing's got a good range. Oh, Wes Studi, you magnificent stud, you. Which is funny because, like, apparently they didn't like him in this game, the people who made it. Because if you watch his intro, it's just him getting slugged in the face, but even though he's like one of the more broken characters in this game. So I'm waiting for the UN stage to pop up. The reason why is because there's an Easter egg that's only on that stage.
Sagat, win!
Alright, so let's do Ken for fun.
Ken versus Sagat. Round 1, fight! Hadouken! Hadouken! Hurricane! Hadouken! Hurricane! Escape!
Yeah, so I think greens are supposed to be counter, like you see the green shadows. It would have been like a counter hit if it had connected. I think, I'm not sure. So there's so much about this game that's still undocumented.
Hurricane! Dragon! Dragon!
It's like, oh my god, I'm just trying to pull it off the move.
Round 2, fight! Hurricane! Hurricane! Hadouken!
And dead.
Sagat, win! Sagat versus Sagat. Round 1.
There we go. Okay. Shit, is he not in this? Yeah, there he is. So, to the right of Sagat, like, he's hidden right behind the truck. Something I like to show off every single time. There's a guy standing there. If you hit light punch, light kick, light punch, the guy explodes. So I'll try to see if I can do that as soon as the truck's out of the way. Bam! He ain't coming on to his children. Excuse me, it's not the UN, it's AN, excuse me. How could I be, how could I forget that? Man, I am not used to MAME controls. I don't know how, BBH does it, Lord BBH. If you haven't seen any of his streams before, they are awesome. He did all of MAME through, like, roulette. So, it was, like, basically just, like, just hoping everything, like, just put it in random, and that's what he did. So now he's going through and doing 1 CC clears, 1 credit clear. But I mean, I don't know how he does it, because it's like, MAME is like super stiff for its controls. So one thing that I've never kind of enjoyed about it is like, playing Street Fighter games on MAME is really rough. And if you play it on something else like Final Burn Alpha or Final Burn Neo now, it plays so much better. But the reason why I'm playing this through MAME instead of the Fightcade, which is actually Final Burn Neo, is because it's got sound problems. Okay, so apparently it's only the computer that can do that, that can reflect back.
Sagat, win. Round 2, fight.
Yeah, we're not gonna get anywhere against Sagat right now. It's gonna keep putting it on here. Usually he's near the end, but I am playing the very first version, so who knows?
Sawada versus Gaia.
I think it may be a set order.
1, fight.
It's got some kind of blade move. I don't know what it is, though. Yes, I did it, like, right there. It's like, what the hell? So I tried to do a double fireball, and I'm getting that blade attack. It's like, okay. Maybe it's only during Super Bar? It doesn't make sense. Nothing in this game does, though, so to be fair about that.
Honda versus Gaia. Round 1, fight.
Guile throws out sonic booms faster than possible because it's the computer. It cheats.
Ken versus Gaia.
Oh, classic soundtrack. Okay, interesting. Just jamming on the jab button. Apparently that's something you can undo now. Okay. Kind of want to lose just to see if I can do that again. Maybe it's on everybody. I don't know. We're gonna figure it out. Not sure if I was holding it down or pressing it, like jamming on it. So I'll hold down. I guess maybe it's just only for him, huh? Okay. Turducken, turducken.
Ken versus Cammy. Round one, fight!
So they gave like Cammy like some kind of weird whip move. It's like a lasso. She like chokes you out with it. It's really kind of interesting. I mean, she was always this high mobility character anyway. So the bane of my existence when I was fighting my friend Pat on Ultra Street Fighter 4, because he's a Cammy main, so I got used to all her shenanigans and her throw priorities. Basically, having like vortex you in and just suck you in for throws. It's crazy. It was very frustrating. He was a very good Cammy player. Yeah, that move.
Ken versus Sawada. Round one, fight!
Alright, you're not coming home. Sorry, dude. Wow. Yeah, things like that in this game are quite common. Sawada's very busted in the hands of the computer player. Guess I couldn't figure out how to get his blade moves out earlier. Tried like half circles, dragon punches. That was a super? What?
Round 2, fight! Hurricane! Hurricane!
Okay, so apparently I have shadow moves. I'm holding down kick, like roundhouse, and then I do a negative edge, and then I let it go. So when I get the shadow move, I don't know what it does though, other than just looking cool, I guess.
Dragon! Hadouken! Dragon! Hadouken! Dragon! Dragon!
It's like just walk forward, get hit, please.
Round 3, fight! Hadouken! Dragon!
Okay, so it doesn't work for a dragon punch.
Hurricane!
I don't know if it's just like trying to be cool or what, but
Hurricane!
I love that tracking super. Supers can land you into dizzies too, which is crazy. So you can actually get dizzy, pull off a super, and then get them dizzy again. I've seen it happen. Oh, this game is so janky, but I love it. It's a lot more fun with two people, of course. You know, just against the computer, not so much. You gotta know you're gonna be putting up with a whole bunch of cheese, but playing against another person is where this game really shines.
Round 1, fight! Sawada, win! Round 2, fight!
Yeah, Swada is completely busted. He gains meter ridiculously fast. All his moves track. I say against the computer as well. It does all sorts of nonsense. Human players I've seen, like the occasional matches I've seen of human players playing with him, is nowhere near as cheesy. It's just not humanly possible.
Kami versus Sawada.
Oh, hands are getting stiff.
Round 1, fight!
Did a lot today. We've worked out and then exercised. You know, did the bike. It's weightlifting. Talked to my ex, and then Carmen. Had a job interview. It didn't go well because it wasn't like anything I did. It's because they laid on the application, like what they're looking for. Like, we're looking for somebody to be on site for an IT position. I'm like, great, perfect. And what they were looking for was a engineer, a site planner, basically, someone who'd be able to go through, lay out all, like, okay, here's all where we're gonna need all the cabling, all the electrical outlets. We need to have X amount of voltage running through. We need to basically draw up the plans for the building layout, work with electricians, make sure you have circuitry and like voltage on the circuits. I'm like, that's not what you fucking put in for the goddamn job. It's like a Mitch Hedberg quote. It's like, okay, you've worked your way through culinary school. You're now a master chef. Can you farm? It's like, what the hell?
Round 2, fight!
She doesn't have a cannon spike? Oh, thrust kick, they call it. Okay. It's like, I know she's got one. It is a thing that exists.
Cammy wins.
Oh, Kylie Minogue.
Cammy versus Sega.
You never made it into America.
Round 1. Fight.
She's like big internationally, like especially in Australia, but it's like she just never really broke out in the States. This movie I think was supposed to be her vehicle to do so, and just didn't happen. She was a big get for this as well as Van Damme, but didn't work out to be that way.
Cammy wins. Round 2. Fight.
Of course, rumor is Van Damme kind of exposed it out. I think it was Van Damme talked about it. He's like, well, yeah, kind of, you know, I'm not even gonna try to do his accent, but apparently he was banging Kylie Minogue on the set of the movie. So you can tell in the couple like scenes that they have together in the movie that they're kind of like chummy and like they have really good like chemistry. It's because yeah, secret affair. Oh my god, game. MAME I really hate. Like I said, there's no diagonal inputs,
Cammy
which is really weird.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, Dizzy seemed to happen at random too. It's like there's no real rhyme or reason behind them, but as mentioned before, that you can actually like super combos will actually Dizzy. It's crazy.
Cammy wins. Cammy versus Honda. Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, computer's the only one that can seem to do that move. I've never seen a real person pull that off where he just like, goes flying off the screen and waits. Oh yeah, Fei Long's in the background, I forgot. He was supposed to be in the game, but never materialized. I don't know if they ever got everything else with the guy, with the actor, or just the basis there for it. So I know the home version also added in Blanca and I think Dhalsim as well. I think it's been a while since I've popped that in and played it.
Cammy wins. Round 3. Fight.
Boyo!
Cammy wins. Cammy versus Belrog. Round 1. Fight. Cammy wins.
I think I may have found the secret to success in this game. I probably spoke too soon, but yes, I did speak too soon. Maybe not.
Wins. Cammy versus Ken. Round 1. Fight. Fight! Hadouken! Hadouken!
Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
Hadouken!
Cannon drill.
Dragon! Ah!
Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
Cammy wins. Cammy versus Slade.
Wait, oh man.
Round one.
So this is a custom creation character, and he's usually a nightmare to fight against. He's like super anti-air.
Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
You try jumping in him, a lot of times he has like anti-air where he just sits on the ground and shoots up like 2 knives out of his boots. See if you can get him to do it. Or not.
Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
Yeah, this guy's just like super zoner keep away.
Cannon drill. Thrust kick. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
Oh my god, the super misses.
Cammy wins. Cammy versus Ryu. Round one. Fight!
Cannon drill.
Shoryuken.
Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
Tatsumaki Kenmyaku.
Cannon drill.
Shoryuken.
Cannon drill.
Shoryuken.
Cannon drill.
Shoryuken.
Cannon drill.
Shoryuken.
It does like so little damage.
Drill.
Oh, that's right. I also forgot. Ryu. I don't think Ken can do it, but Ryu's fireballs can slightly track. When you throw them, if you hold down a direction, it'll go there. Yeah. So you see that nonsense? That's what this game's possible of. It's like you can. There's no cooldown for your moves. If you can get the timing right, you can link stuff like that constantly.
Cannon drill.
Shoryuken. Hadouken.
Cannon drill.
Hadouken. 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 Shoryuken. Shoryuken.
Ryu wins. Round three. Fight!
If I die, I'll have to try it with Ken to see if I can get the fireballs to track too. 'Cause I know that Ryu does.
Cannon drill. Thrust kick. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Thrust kick. Cannon drill.
Cammy wins. Cammy versus Sagata. Round one. Fight!
Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Thrust kick. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
Sagata wins. Round two. Fight!
Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
Oh, what? Blocked it and just kept going. That was unexpected.
Thrust kick. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Cannon drill. Thrust kick.
Oh, love those tracking supers.
Thrust kick.
What? What? Oh, I gotta clip that. That was funny. I ain't even mad about that. Alright, so I'm gonna let this go out here. I'm gonna pick Ken, and I'm gonna try to see if I can track out a fireball differently. Nice. Okay, so I'm gonna throw a jab fireball. I'm gonna hold up, see if it goes up.
Round one. Fight! Hadouken!
Yep, it does. So yeah, so Ryu and Ken's fireballs can track.
Cannon drill. Cannon drill.
Ken wins.
All right, but for now though, we've reached the end of the stream. My hand is swollen, literally swollen and angry. I had a lot of fun though. Unfortunately, I was hoping to get maybe some matches in under Fightcade, but it didn't seem anyone wanted to really bite. That's perfectly fine. So shoutouts, of course, to Ronnie and Twalis, and anyone else who's lurking. You guys are always cool. I normally stream at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you don't know when that is, just copy and paste that into Google, and it'll tell you for wherever you are in the world. Check me out also online on Twitter at Wursel555. I'll usually post up there about an hour, 2 or 3, usually about 2 or 3 hours in advance if I'll be streaming and what I'll be playing. So next stream is going to be on Thursday, the 15th, and it's going to be day 2 of Hollow Knight for my Second Chances series, where I basically go through, if you're unfamiliar with it, play a game that I may have liked before or disliked before in the past. I do 2 streams with it, which can be anywhere between 6 to 8 hours total gameplay, and then issue my verdict if my opinion of it has changed. Hollow Knight I did not like when it first came out. Bought it day 1 on Switch and had a lot of problems with it. It was just super imbalanced. The shops and everything cost ridiculously way too much money. Like, just to buy a map was $500, and enemies only gave you $1 per kill. So it was like, nope. Noping all over this. But the game has been patched up since then, so I've been going through and playing it. We're going to continue playing that game on Thursday. Hopefully see you there. Let's see if anyone's streaming right now. Not really here that I want to do up for, but that's fine. So thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you Thursday, and have a good one.